Hi, third graders. Today, our goal is to use our graphic organizer to write a nonfiction summary. But before we begin, let's think about two things. The first is that summaries are not the same as retellings. When you were in second grade, you probably did a lot of retellings. Summaries give only the most important ideas and information from a book, but not every detail like you would a retelling. Also, summaries give information in the same order as the information appears in the book. Are you ready to write your summary? Here's what you'll need. You'll need your reader's notebook and a pencil, and also your iPad. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take a picture of your completed graphic organizer using your iPad. Here's an example of the graphic organizer from APE. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to turn to a page in your reader's notebook. You're going to add today's date and a title. For APE, I put 2/3/2021, Summary of APE by Martin Jenkins. The next thing that I did is I looked at the picture of my graphic organizer and I thought about the topic. Now, the topic says there are 5 kinds of apes: gorillas, orangutans, bonobos, chimpanzees, and one other. But I remember that I'm only supposed to give the information in the same order as the book. And Martin Jenkins didn't tell us about the 5th kind of ape until the end of the book. So I started my summary with this sentence. In APE, Martin Jenkins tells about 4 kinds of great apes, including orangutans, chimpanzees, bonobos, and gorillas. Now, there's a couple of things that I want you to notice about my first sentence. The first thing is that I have indented it, or made a small space in between the margin and my first word. Remember that good writers indent when they're writing paragraphs. Also, take a look at where my words are on the page. I start my other sentences all the way at the gray margin. That's the line on the left-hand side of the page. I don't start my writing in the middle of the page or a few inches to the right of the margin. I make sure that my writing goes up to the margin. Next, I look at my first fact and add it to my summary. The first fact was all the apes live in different places and eat different food. Now, I really like this fact, but I'm going to change it up just a little bit so that my paragraph flows more. So instead of just starting with all the apes, I put he gives information about where each ape lives and that they eat different foods. So although I'm still putting the fact in the same order, I'm changing it just a little bit so my paragraph flows better. Then I'm going to look at my second fact and add that to my summary. My second fact was humans are the 5th kind of ape, but we are not rare like the others. So I also changed that a little bit by saying Jenkins says humans are the 5th kind of great ape, but we are not rare like the others. After that, I'm going to look at my third fact and decide how I'm going to add that to my summary. Well, that fact is looking pretty good, so I'm not going to change it at all. I'm just going to say humans have not left enough room on Earth for the other apes. Finally, what I'm going to do is add my author's message to my summary. But if I just add humans need to take care of the earth to protect apes, it doesn't sound as good as it could. I'm going to add this. The author's message is that humans need to take care of the earth to protect the apes. So you can see as I am taking information off of my graphic organizer and putting it into my summary, I do make some changes to help and make sure that my summary sounds good and is nice and smooth. Now it is your turn. Go ahead and turn to the next page in your reader's notebook. Add today's date and a title. Today is 2/3/2021. The title is Summary of I Love Guinea Pigs by Anita Duran. You're going to write your summary and post a picture to Schoology. Don't forget to use your graphic organizer that you took a picture of to help you. Also, make sure you check over your work when you are finished. Did you include capitals at the beginning of the sentence or sentences? Did you also capitalize the author's name? Did you reread your work to make sure you could understand it? Do you have punctuation, such as periods after every sentence, or commas if you're listing more than two things? How's your spelling? Have you used all your tools from Fundations to help you spell the words as best as you can? Once you've done all of those things, then you can take a picture and post your summary to Schoology. We can't wait to read them. Happy writing, third graders.